I'm Brittany Lewis with Forbes Breaking News. Senators Dick Durbin and Josh Hawley got into a testy exchange during Wednesday's Senate Judiciary Committee hearing. The moment came after Hawley questioned a nominee on her stance on child pornography and said she took, quote, radical policy positions. After Hawley concluded, Durbin told the Missouri Republican that he looks forward to him, quote, suggesting some alternatives other than just put everybody in jail. Listen in for Hawley's response.
Crime, rape, for which there ought to be a mandatory minimum, because you said earlier there shouldn't be. I'm astounded by that.
Thank you, Senator. If I'm confirmed, I'd like to make an informed recommendation on that after consulting.
How am I going to make an informed judgment on voting for you if you won't tell me what your positions are? I don't know if you changed them or not. It sounds like you have changed them. You signed a letter. You took very frankly radical policy positions, and now you won't answer me. What am I to draw from that?
Senator, I hope that what you draw is that I'm open to listening to this diverse group
No,
of
I think what
people.
I draw from it is that you don't want to answer my questions, because the positions that you took were radical and frankly, I think wrong. And in light of the dangers that children and people all over this country are facing, I think deeply, deeply wrong-headed. I can't possibly support your nomination. I can't support the nomination of someone who wants to do away with mandatory minimums. I think it's a radical position, and I think, frankly, your nomination is indicative of where this administration is on its soft on crime policies. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
The questioning by Senator Hawley may sound reminiscent of his questioning of the Supreme Court nominee, Ketanji Brown Jackson. And we know his position. We also know his approach to questioning about this issue. It might call to his attention, and I hope he has read carefully, the report of the Sentencing Commission on this topic. It suggests that we have a responsibility in Congress to do something, having waited for years and not responded to changing circumstances for this horrible crime. We need to do this in a thoughtful way, and I hope we will.
And indeed, Mr. Chairman, you may recall that I've introduced legislation to do that, which you personally blocked.
Listen to how he did it. Brought it to the floor, take it or leave it. This is an issue that is serious, and we ought to treat it seriously, which means we deal with our responsibility as a committee, not to jam it through on a take it or leave it.
Well, I look forward to you marking it up then.
Well, I look forward to you suggesting some alternatives other than just put everybody in jail. There's got to be a better approach.
Right. Let them all out.
No, of course not. And that's the kind of conversation we have here, unfortunately, instead of getting down to the serious business. I would recommend the introduction to the Sentencing Commission report of a year ago, which acknowledges the obvious. Child pornography offenses have grown substantially. There's a steady increase in the percentage of sentences imposed below the applicable guideline. Over 60% of the judges have said that the guideline does not reflect reality. And third, the volume and accessibility of child pornography images has increased dramatically. This is a serious, horrible crime. We need to treat it as such, and we need to treat the topic as a serious undertaking by this committee, not drive-by questioning and suggestions on the floor of the United States Senate. Senator Ossoff.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and congratulations to the nominees. It's an honor. Appreciate all the service you've all rendered to the country already, and thank you for sitting before the committee today. Ms. Wong, if you would please, what in your view is the purpose of punishment?